This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me pregame he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Down he goes.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Payne.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Culliver. Got room at the 35. Makes the catch, and he's free. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia State Panthers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the...
Right down the middle. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
Hands it off. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide left, it's Culliver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
In the backfield, it's Boston. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Not much movement there as a gain of 1 gets him out to the 5. Long way to go on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Riles. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Drops back on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tells to run, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On play action. Short pass. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Avery. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Butler. Pass to 6. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he makes the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Butler. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Keeps it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside. It's Boston. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Dumps it to the back. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Riles. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Brown will throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Powers inside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Marshall! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on second down. Brown wants to pass. Caught, it's Avery. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running the red zone, it's Boston. Shakes off the defender. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
A little misdirection, and that's a live ball. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Payne. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 4 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hokies, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Georgia State's head coach told me at the half, his quarterback not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Brown will throw it. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Out wide left, it's Avery.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Boston. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. All over him immediately.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Turns up, it's Washington. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Left side is Butler. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it on the run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. In the red area, it's Butler. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Panthers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And he added the extra point. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming out. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Boston. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Right side, it's Culliver. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Fresh center down's going to the air. They're all over him. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Makes the catch, it's Riles. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Washington. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Brown will throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Butler. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws it deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. On the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Boston. Stopped right there. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Churns into the pile. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the try is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Right at the line. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Avery. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. All wideouts, no backs. Drops back on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That one falls out of bounds. Incomplete.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
Open space at the 25. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one.